Hey guys, so I'm here to share with you Parker Avery's 1 month update. She's not with me right now, she's sleeping and I don't want to disturb her, but I'm going to get her at the very end and show you, or if she wakes up before then. But being a mom for this past month has been amazing. It's not too different because I've been a mom to 3 beautiful dogs for a very long time. I've had Rocky for 7 years, I've had Chloe for 4.5, and I've had Django for a little under a year now. And you know, taking care of them is not too different from taking care of a baby, because Django as a puppy, he would cry all the time in the middle of the night, so we'd have to get up a few times. But it's different in the fact of we can just let him outside to go to the bathroom. We have to change. If she gets gassed and she gets really fussy, we have to calm her down. With Django, we did have to calm him down by picking him up, which is pretty funny. But Django could sleep with us. We didn't have to have him in another room to have to run there and check on him. Things like that are different, but I do think having dogs has really helped us prepare for parenthood. But anyways, she's doing great, I'm doing great. She's now a month and 2 days old when I'm filming this, and it's just crazy how time flies. I can't even believe it. It breaks my heart that she's getting old so fast, or like she's growing so fast, because she's gotten so much longer. She's already in 0 to 3 month clothing. When I think in my 2 week, I told you guys that she was in 0 to 3 month, but it swallowed her. It was like so big on her. She's in a newborn dress right now, but it doesn't have bottoms, so that's why she can wear it. So anything that buns at the bottom that is for a newborn, or her arms have to go through like sleeves or something that was a newborn, it's a no-go. So she's already in size 1 diaper. She pretty much was since day 1, because her thighs are so chunky that the newborn ones kind of they didn't cut circulation off to her legs, but they always left a little indent every single time you changed her, and I just didn't like that. So we put her up in 1s, which they were huge on her, but she's just grown so fast. Her personality's changed. She started Garrett started making clicking noises yesterday, and she started mocking him back, which was really fun. She's staying more alert throughout the day, which is crazy. It's hard to get used to, because when she first started doing it, I kept like patting her, like, why are you not going to sleep? It's okay, you're okay, what's going on? Why are you so awake? And then it dawned on me, she's getting older. She doesn't need to be sleeping 24/7 like she was before. So she's awake long enough for her to get in the little pack and play I have here with a little, I have the pack and play set up where it has a little play mat in it, a little jungle roo, I think that's what it's called. Anyways, you lay on your back on this mat. On where her feet go, there are like little pianos, and then there's an arch that goes over where her face is that has a mirror, it has a little monkey, has a frog with some little coin looking things dangling from it, a bird, and the monkey has a ball that she can hit that spins, and she actually has been very interactive with it. I think when she was almost a month old, like 2 days before, she discovered that it had a mirror and that she was looking at herself, and she just stared at herself. It was so funny, because before she would just like look this way forever and then do like one pass over and then be done. But now she like looks around, she hits it and stuff, and it's crazy to see where she's come from and where she is now. So building up to a month, she was getting to where she was waking up every night. If we try to put her down at 7, okay, our nighttime routine when we first started, which was a no-go, we would put her down or start making everything boring around the house and turning off the lights and everything at 6 o'clock. And at 7 o'clock is when we start, we give her a bath if we're gonna give her a bath. We change her, put her in her pajamas or her sleep sack, and then feed her, rock her, burp her, rock her, and then by 8 o'clock she'd be ready to go down. Sometimes 7:30 be ready to go down. Which before that we were trying to put her down at 6. That was not a good thing. So finally, and we were waking up 3 to 4 times a night. So she would sleep the first week great, and I would try to go to sleep with her. It didn't always happen, but I'd try. And then she would wake up at 10:30, between 9:30 and 11:30, in that range, and then it would take an hour and a half to put her back down, and then she'd wake up 1:30, 2:30, somewhere in there, go back down, and then wake up at 4:30 to 6. in that window. So we were waking up 3 times a night on a good night. Sometimes she woke up every 30 minutes to every hour. So we discovered that we have a sleep monkey, or a sleep bunny that we have in her room. It only stays on for 45 minutes. Now, if her sound machine goes off, she wakes up, loses her mind, throws her passy, somehow spits it out of her crib, and starts screaming bloody murder. So we have to get her and calm her down for a while. And now our sleep schedule, we've been putting her down, or making it quiet around the house around 7, maybe even 8, and then putting her down by 9, 9:30, sometimes 10. It depends on how long it takes her to calm down and like get tired. But that's been amazing because we only have to wake up really once in the middle of the night, maybe even twice, if that. So another thing, when she has gas, gripe water doesn't work on her. Gas relief drops do not work on her. It just pisses her off even more. Like, it'll calm her down after she's trying to like get it down, and maybe for 5 minutes it'll calm her down, then after that she just loses her mind again. So we pretty much just had to wait it out. So last night we started the process at 8. We did not give her a bath, so she should have been asleep about 8:30. It took 10:30 to finally calm her down the first time. Put her down 30 minutes later. It took till 2:30 the next time to calm her down, to get all the gas and stuff out. So at that time she went down, woke up at 3, hungry. So we gave her a normal bottle, heated up in some warm water like we did before we got the bottle warmer, and she was happy. She was content. She fell right back to sleep and went to sleep until, I think it was before Garrett left this morning, so it was like 7:30. She slept for a while, and so we're really happy and proud of that. However, we were both up at 5 anyway, helping him get ready and getting stuff done around the house and stuff like that. So it was really hard to get up and get stuff done. Today it was just crazy because I had a 4-hour-long meeting this morning. I'm starting to get back into work. That's another thing, is that I am trying to get back into work. 1, because it's nice to get a paycheck regularly, and then 2, because I'm starting to learn her cues better, and I can get back, and they need me to do certain things because I am in marketing and I'm the only marketing person there. So there was no marketing done when I was gone for the past 6 weeks. So that's been that, and it's also been a really good, the past few weeks I've been getting back into YouTube just to see how I can get my feet wet, getting slowly back and crawling up to getting things done the way things need to be done, and I'm able to keep up with the house now. So I'm just really in a good place that way. I'm glad that I have bottles left over and that she'll take a bottle in the morning now, so I can have coffee if I need it, or if I need a second dose of coffee throughout the day, then I can give her another bottle, which is great. So I highly recommend you guys, I know I've been babbling this whole time, but so kudos if you stay this long, and here's actually some tips for you. But I really recommend, even if you want to solely breastfeed, go ahead and get a pump. I have a hospital grade pump, like the deluxe Big Daddy pump. I'm about to like downgrade to the small one, but I would highly recommend renting a hospital pump for the first month of having your baby, just so it can, because it sucks harder than the regular pumps, and so it's going to help you produce more faster and longer. And I have a supply for maybe if I go down and I'm sick for a month, she has plenty of milk for that time frame to drink off of, and so I don't have to supplement formula. And if you want to enjoy a drink, or if you want coffee, you know, those are really good thing to have milk, because the advice where people say go ahead and feed her then have a drink right after, it might take you 30 minutes to finish that beverage, 1, and 2, she might not be full, because I can tell you so many times that I've taken a few sips or had finished off my coffee or my beer, and then all of a sudden she's like crying because she's hungry again. But those are some tips for breastfeeding mommies out there, or soon-to-be mommies. I just want to give you what we've been going through. So pumping is a really good thing to do, and having bottles. Now, I talked about in my last video how she is able to go from a bottle to a boob to pacifier and then back again within like 30 minutes. Like, she can bounce through them all. It doesn't bother her. We have what's called a Munchkin latch bottle, which is supposed to be just like a boob. It has a pivot around the nipple, and it has on the back a little airflow thing, so it helps prevent gas. And it's just the way it's designed is supposed to allow them to latch onto that like they would latch onto you. So that's what we're using. We did register for Advent bottles, which we're going to use later on, but right now, even the newborn nipple, she can't figure it out right because it like just pours down her face, and she ends up wasting over half of it on her clothes or on a bib or whatever. So we're not using those right now, but we do have them in the cabinet for whenever she is able to suck faster and she can take more. But yeah, so I highly recommend Munchkin latch bottles, and make sure you get the 1 nipple because it's a slow drip. Actually, no, the 2 is a slow drip. The 1 is supposed to not only come out until she sucks on it, which sometimes it spews, sometimes it like drips out and stuff, but it works a lot better than the Advent ones are Venta. Have I been saying it wrong this whole time? Anyways, I showed you pictures a second ago of the bottles, but that's what has really helped her. And for pacifiers, we got the newborn ones that kind of like do like a butterfly effect on the nose, and so it like dips under the nose. She really loves those. She has like 5 of those. We have one in the crib, one by where I nurse her, one in her little mama-roo, one in her bag, and yeah, so she has a lot of passies. The one thing I don't like about those passies though is that I haven't been able to find a pacifier holder that goes with those because it doesn't have anything to really grab onto. I guess we're gonna have to have the one that has the adhesive for the back. But so my last video I touched a little bit on nipple confusion, which she has been doing amazing at. Sometimes she does get confused at first, but then she like instantly realizes what it is and she'll go for it. So sometimes whenever she just wants her pacifier, I was confused and I would like try to latch her on, and she would be happy at first, but then all of a sudden milk would start coming out and she'd be like, wait a minute, no, that's not what I signed in for. And so I could finally tell when she was like, wait a minute, you know, she'd freak out whenever she'd get milk in her mouth. So I'd give her the pacifier and she'd be happy as a little clam. So as far as that, there's a little bit of nipple confusion, but it's not to the point where she won't feed off me, she won't eat out of a bottle, she won't take a pacifier. She juggles between all 3 very well. I mean, she can literally go from having a bottle, drinking a bottle for like 15 minutes, not having enough, so she latches onto me, and then at the end after she burps, she'll take a pacifier. So she does really well in that sense. She doesn't reject anything. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So a few things that helped like reduce her gas down tremendously. First, I cut down on citrus. I was so excited I didn't have acid reflux. I was like guzzling orange juice. As soon as I cut out orange juice and lemonade, she got so much better. I didn't realize that was even a thing that would bother their stomachs, but I did some research, and that's one of the things that can really tear up their tummies. So another thing was caffeine that was really bothering her and keeping her up and like fighting going to sleep. So I gave up caffeine for about a week, and then I started like being sleep deprived started catching up with me, and I started almost falling asleep whenever I was with her. So I had to bring caffeine back into my life. But before I had like my coffee in the morning or in the afternoon, I waited till I absolutely needed some coffee to like wake me up. I would have a bottle ready for her. So I'd have time for the caffeine to leave my system when she was ready to feed again. But let's see what else. Another thing, she does amazing in the car. We did our first true outing, like not to the store to get diapers. We actually went to the farmer's market this past Saturday, and she loved it. Like, it was amazing. We actually had some of, it's the Red Stick Farmer's Market, and some of the vendors actually gave us discounts on, it was like one specific person. I don't remember what their booth was called, but it's one of the larger ones. In this past weekend, they had all the peaches, but they gave us 3 extra peaches, no charge. They let us have a melon for free. They marked down a spaghetti squash by $3 or $4, and they're like, God bless you and your new baby. And it was just so sweet. I was like, oh my gosh, that is so, like, I can't believe that. Like, that was just really amazing for them to give us a discount because we have a newborn. So that was really cool, and it was just a really good experience. She slept the whole time, didn't stir once, didn't even need her passy. She was just happy as a little clam in her little stroller. And yeah, so we're really blessed that she loves car rides. She loves her stroller. She loves being in a lot of times when we go in the stores, we'll put her in her car seat inside of the buggy, and I'll have like a large buggy and Garrett will have another buggy to get food. And she doesn't always like that unless she's like really out of it. If she's awake when you put her in there, she's not gonna have it, but if she's asleep when you put her in there, then she'll be fine. She just likes to be moving. And so for me, now that we've gotten over Queen Parker, we can talk about me a little bit. Postpartum wise, I'm doing great. My period now it's gonna get a little gross, so if you want to skip up like maybe a minute, then you should be safe. But my period has gone after a few days ago. I think it was like Saturday. No, it was Monday morning. I had this huge piece of tissue come out, and it was like a humongous blood clot. It freaked me out. Called my doctor. She said it's just tissue, it's fine. But after I had 2 of those come out that Monday, and like they were firm, and it was weird. Anyways, after I passed those 2 things, then my period pretty much stopped. I still have discharge, which is normal too, but the period's gone, which is nice, but I still have to wear pads. Yay. I'm still taking my sitz baths, but I'm really only doing it every other day. If I can do it at night after she's gone to bed and I'm not too tired, then that's when I'll do it. But I usually like to give her a bath first, then I'll take a bath. And I still haven't lost any more weight since the last time I talked to you. I had lost 23 pounds. Yeah, so I've lost 23 pounds, and that was just all water weight, blood, and stuff like that. Well, actually, no, I weighed myself this morning. I was down 1 pound, but I haven't lost any fat, which I haven't been cleared by my doctor to go work out yet. So I have to wait. My appointment's on August 12th, so we'll see if I'm able to work out after that, if she clears me, which I think she will. The only thing that's hurting on me are my knees. Like, that has been the most unbearable thing. I can't squat all the way down. I can't sit Indian style with my knees like bent all the way. So that's been hard. But last week, starting about Wednesday, I started getting mind-splitting headaches, and then I started getting really bad hip and knee pains. Mostly just at night whenever I'd go to sleep, so I'd have to start sleeping with a pillow. And then all of a sudden, like, my thighs, like it felt like my bones were hurting, like the middle of my thighs and my calves. I was like, I don't know what's going on. Do I have bone cancer? Because that does run in my family. Is it really my muscles that I think are my bones? Is it blood clots? What? And the on-call nurse, since I call it after hours and during the weekend, the on-call nurse, I swear she just woke up. She's like, just call an oncologist. I don't know, that doesn't sound right. I was like, oh my God. So then that weekend, every time I'd stand up, I would get a splitting headache in the middle of my eyes. And that freaked me out because I was dizzy, and those are like signs of if you have preeclampsia or like blood clots, stuff like that. Mostly Garrett freaks me out whenever stuff like that happens. He like goes WebMD on me and just like tells me all the things that I'm gonna die if I don't do this, or like this symptom could mean this, and it's just crazy. And then I passed those 2 clots that Monday, so I called the doctor and she told me that it was completely normal. All that's the bones thing was my hips. My body's still producing progesterone that makes everything loose, so that's what that was. The headaches was because I wasn't getting enough nutrients, because apparently when you're breastfeeding, you're supposed to eat more than you did when you were pregnant, and you're supposed to drink a lot more fluids than you did when you were pregnant. And I was drinking like I was pregnant, or even a little less than I should have if I were pregnant. So I fixed that. Headaches went away, dizziness went away. Okay, so I'm gonna go get her, but I'm gonna turn off the lights because that is going to really bother her. Okay, so here she is. She's still sleeping, but she's in her little dress, but she's doing so well. See her? She's stretching in her little dress. But oh, look at this. She loves to stretch. Like, look at that back arch. So welcome, Miss Parker. She just woke up. Oh gosh, she's like, no, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. But look how long she's getting. Oh my gosh, in her pretty dress. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm putting you on display. I apologize. Look at her. There's Miss Parker. See, she likes to sit with her little knees, her little feet up. She's so funny. But hi. You sleep well? Did you sleep good, baby? Oh, I know. Oh gosh. Are you getting hungry, huh? But she's starting to make like little noises, which she's done for a while. She squeaks, she like coos, she kind of laughs a little bit. I'm not really sure if it's actually laughing, but and she's also gotten to, I forgot to mention this before, she's also gotten to like recognize things when they pass by her. Like I put her down beside Rocky and he walked beside her and she goes and like stared at him. It was really funny. And then she'll follow you across the room. Like if you walk beside her, she'll go and watch you. I don't think she can actually see you. I think it's like 12 feet is as far as they can see right now. But she definitely notices us moving across. Alright guys, so that is everything that we have to say, huh baby? Yeah. So we love you guys and we'll see y'all later. Bye! Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a first impression on the new Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Foundation and the concealer. So I just picked these up literally 30 minutes ago and